When voters take to the polls in the upcoming primary and general elections this year, they may not be able to open carry a gun. That's according to a new bill that cleared the House State Civic Military Veterans Affairs Committee yesterday. KRDO News Channel 13's Cindy Santofanti spoke with folks on both sides of that issue today. She joins us live in our studio with those details. Cindy.
Heather, the bill called the Vote Rather Without Fear Act aims to eliminate voter intimidation at polling places after an incident that occurred in Littleton last year. Now, those opposed tell me that it's just another attempt to infringe on their constitutional rights. Lawmakers with a state committee advanced Senate Bill 22-1086 this week, a measure that seeks to ban the open carry of firearms at polls and ballot drop boxes. One of its main sponsors, Democratic Representative Tom Sullivan, gave us a statement Tuesday explaining what it aims to do, saying, quote, "No one should be made to feel afraid when they vote, but that's exactly what we see happening when armed individuals show up at polling places." End quote. The measure was prompted after an incident last year in Littleton when two men, one who was armed, filmed people dropping off their ballots, leaving some voters to feel unsafe. The bill now moves to the House floor, but critics say the legislation serves no purpose other than to impede their Second Amendment rights.
We already have laws on the books in Colorado today that talk about intimidating voters, that already talk about, you can't wear your Trump or your Biden shirt to the polls. You can't intimidate poll workers. All of these things are already illegal.
Taylor Rhodes, the executive director of the Rocky Mountain Gun Owners Group, worries that legislation like this will force more people to turn a concealed carry license, which he explains is a costly process that some won't be able to afford. About $400 for the classes and paperwork alone.
I think this is going to really affect the single mother that's trying to put food on her table to feed her two kids, right? That's putting together, every cent that matters, that may have a stalker, or the immigrant that just moved here that doesn't know the certainty of his business that he just started.
Representative Sullivan doesn't see it that way, calling this, quote, a common sense bill to protect access to the ballot and help ensure voters can vote without fear. Now, if passed, the penalty for openly carrying a firearm inside or within 100 feet of a polling location, vote counting facility, or even a drop box would be a misdemeanor, punishable by a maximum of $1,000 fine and or up to a year in jail. For now, we're live in the studio. I'm Cindy Santofanti for KRDO News Channel 13.